Welcome back to Consumer Picks. Mosquitoes can ruin any summer evening, but a good mosquito trap works night after night without the mess of bug spray. We tested 8 of the best mosquito traps of 2026, from simple indoor models to powerful outdoor zappers, comparing coverage, effectiveness, maintenance, and value. After months of testing, one clearly stood out as the best overall. If you enjoy honest, hands-on reviews, subscribe, and let's start with number 8. Kicking off at number 8, the Catchmaster Oasis OV Mini, and this is the most unique entry on our entire list. Instead of luring mosquitoes in to zap or trap them outright, this thing works by tricking female mosquitoes into laying their eggs inside it. You fill it with organic materials, clipped grass, dried leaves, and hay soaked in water, and the mosquitoes are drawn in to breed. The eggs fall through a mesh trap, hatch in the water below, and the emerging adults get contained inside the unit before they can ever fly off and multiply. But practically speaking, this is a slow burn solution, not an instant gratification one. You're not going to set this up and see fewer mosquitoes tonight. You're playing a long game against the breeding cycle, and it requires you to actively maintain the organic mixture inside. For most people who just want mosquitoes gone from tonight's barbecue, this isn't the tool for the job. It's a solid supplementary option for long-term population control, which is why it lands at the bottom of our list. At number 7, the Garsum Houseplant Sticky Traps, and these are about as simple and cheap as pest control gets. Dual-sided sticky cards on stakes that you plant directly into your potted plants. We tested these in a jade pothos and a snake plant, and they genuinely worked. We caught a mosquito, a moth, and a good number of fruit flies over the testing period. At under 50 cents per trap, the value here is honestly unbeatable, and they held up well over 3 months of continuous testing. They're also stackable, so if you want more surface area, you just connect a couple together on the same stake, which is a clever bit of design for something this cheap. These traps are built specifically for soil-dwelling pests around houseplants, fungus gnats, fruit flies, and the occasional mosquito that wanders by. They're not designed to tackle a mosquito problem across your whole backyard or even a full room. Think of this as a great cheap accessory for your plant collection, not a real mosquito solution for outdoor gatherings. Coming in at number 6, the Gardener Fly Lite, a plug-in UV trap designed for small to medium indoor rooms with coverage up to 600 square feet. This is a simple, no-fuss design. UV light lures insects in, they land on a glue board, and that's it. In our 3 months of daily testing, this thing worked fast. We had our first gnat trapped within minutes of plugging it in, and overnight testing turned up more gnats and even a housefly. It runs silently, which matters if you're placing it somewhere like a bedroom or living room. And after dark, it gives off a soft glow similar to a nightlight, so it doubles as ambient lighting. The drawback, and it's a real one for some people, is that the dead bugs stay visible on the adhesive paper the whole time. If you're squeamish about seeing your trap's kill count on display, that's worth knowing before you buy. It's an effective, budget-friendly indoor trap, just not the most discreet option on this list. At number 5, the Awoko Wall Mount Sconce, and this one's built for people who want a trap that actually looks intentional, rather than like a piece of pest control equipment bolted to the wall. At about the size of a sheet of paper, it mounts indoors or outdoors and covers an impressive 900 square feet, the largest indoor rated coverage area on our list outside of the true outdoor zappers. It combines a UV lamp with a sticky board, comes with a 58-inch power cord for flexible placement, and uses LED UV bulbs instead of fluorescent ones, so you don't get that annoying flicker as the bulb ages. It's also silent and gives off a soft blue glow, which makes it genuinely usable in a bedroom without disturbing your sleep. Where it costs you a bit extra in upkeep, you'll need to swap the glue boards every 2 to 3 months, and the bulbs need periodic replacement too, though there's a 3-month warranty covering those. For a large room or covered patio where you want strong coverage and a design that doesn't scream bug trap, this is a great pick. Just budget for the ongoing maintenance. Landing at number 4, the Dynatrap DT1100. And this is the trap for people who want serious outdoor coverage without the visual and auditory chaos of a zapper. The coverage here is massive, half an acre, and because it's not a zapper, there's no popping or zapping sound reminding you every few minutes that bugs are dying nearby. The bugs it catches stay concealed inside the unit, rather than piling up visibly. We didn't test the DT1100 specifically, but we did put its close sibling, the DT1050, through real testing, including leaving it outside through a stretch of rainy weather, and it held up without issue, catching flies, moths, a beetle, and even spiders. One important thing to know, Dynatrap recommends running this continuously for a full 6 weeks to actually break the mosquito breeding cycle, so you're not going to see an immediate population drop the way you might with instant kill zappers. It's an investment in long-term control and a good one, but temper your expectations on day one. At number 3, the catchy indoor insect trap. The fan is really the standout idea here. Instead of just hoping bugs land on a glue board, the airflow actively pulls them in and prevents them from escaping once they're close, trapping them fully concealed on the board inside. It's meant to sit near the source of your bug problem, a fruit bowl or a trash bin, and works best with the lights off, so nighttime is really its peak performance window. It's compact, lightweight at just 1.4 pounds, and comes in black or white to actually match your home decor, which most bug traps don't bother with. Two honest caveats. We haven't personally tested this specific unit, so I'm relaying the design strengths rather than first-hand results, and its coverage area of 320 square feet is on the smaller side compared to some other indoor options on this list. It's also USB-powered rather than battery-operated, so it needs to stay plugged in at all times. Great for a kitchen or a single problem room, not something to rely on for whole home coverage. At number 2, the Thermacell E55. For anyone who's ever sat outside at a table with a citronella candle wondering if it's actually doing anything, this is the upgrade. It's rechargeable, running up to 5.5 hours on a single charge, which comfortably covers a full evening outside without needing to be near an outlet. That portability is a real advantage over the plug-in traps on this list. You can move it to wherever your gathering actually is, rather than being locked into wherever you have access to power. The reason it lands at number 2 instead of the top spot is scope of function. This is a personal repellent zone, not a trap that's actively reducing the broader mosquito population around your property. If you want a defined bubble of protection around your patio table tonight, this is fantastic. If you want something actively hunting and eliminating mosquitoes across your whole yard over time, you'll want our number 1 pick. And that brings us to number 1, the Flowtron Electronic Insect Killer. This lantern-style zapper covers up to a full acre of property, which is massive compared to nearly everything else on this list. We set it up about 25 feet from our patio furniture, and multiple evenings we just sat outside and watched it get more effective as the night wore on. It uses a 40-watt ultraviolet light to lure mosquitoes and other flying insects in, and a 5,600-volt grid that kills them instantly on contact. What really sold us on daily use, though, is how low maintenance it is. Dead bugs mostly just fall to the ground after being zapped, so you're not stuck staring at a pile of insects like you would be with a glue board trap. A few bugs do stick to the bulb occasionally, but a quick shake, a small brush, or even a hairdryer clears it right off. After 3 straight months of nightly use, it just kept performing. Simple to operate, massive coverage, minimal upkeep. If you want the single most effective trap for a large outdoor space, this is it. That wraps up our top mosquito traps of 2026. For large outdoor areas, choose the Flowtron. For indoor use, the Catchy or Gardner Fly Light are better options. Links are in the description. If this video helped, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.